Fat Albert, the heart of the hood. Let's give a breakdown on this very interesting and very iconic character. Now, when we look at Fat Albert, he isn't just the nice guy of the Junkyard Gang. He's a walking psychological counterweight to urban despair. His optimism and empathy act as both an armor and a burden. He exists as this emotional glue for a group of broken kids living in an impoverished environment. Essentially, he becomes the self in this world of fragmented archetypes, and we'll break those out individually as well. Now, he's the wounded healer. Well, Albert constantly takes on other people's pain. His kindness borders on self-sacrifice, which is a form of trauma response, a way of maintaining control in a chaotic world. He fixes others to avoid feeling unfixable himself. And he is the voice of a suppressed masculinity. Albert's emotional openness is rebellion against this toxic expectations of inner city masculinity in the 70s. While his peers use humor, bravado, or aggression, Albert uses empathy and leadership. He's showing the signs that strength isn't stoic, it's stability. And he has this protector personality. His weight is literally symbolic because he carries the emotional weight of his environment. His presence provides grounding for the rest of the gang. And in modern terms, he's the anxious caretaker, fearing that if he doesn't keep everybody together, everything falls apart. And he's also this mirror of society. Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids itself wasn't just a cartoon. This was therapy disguised as entertainment. It gave children, particularly black children, a reflection of their own moral struggles in a way that white American media did not. This show was about emotional literacy in poverty, which makes Fat Albert a cultural therapist as much as a character that we just loved. Now, there's obviously some cultural irony. Like, the tragedy is that this character's creator, Bill Cosby, later became a symbol of moral collapse himself, making Fat Albert's role as a moral compass feel more like a kind of subconscious guilt of the maker. In this analytical terms, Fat Albert becomes Cosby's idealized superego projection, the man that Cosby wanted to be but ultimately couldn't be. So Fat Albert is a case study in emotional leadership born out of this trauma. His humor is defense, his heart is his shield, and his body is a metaphor, a monument to carrying someone else's pain while hiding your own. He represents the best parts of black resilience and the price of being the good one in a world that breaks people down for caring too much. Now, we enjoyed him in a way that we have few characters. He was therapy wrapped in animation, really targeted on the audience that he wanted to speak to in a very, very important way. Notwithstanding what the creator of this story ultimately did, Fat Albert still stands out as an icon, and I think studying who he is and what he represents gives us a better understanding of what the full body of Fat Albert really was.